If you're over 50, you've probably been fed this lie. Your best years are behind you. You feel it when younger men stop asking for your input. You hear it in your doctor's voice when he talks more about decline than strength. You see it when the women who once glanced your way don't anymore. And yeah, it stings. But like most men, you bite your tongue and carry on. Here's the truth. You're not finished. You're finally dangerous. Because now, for the first time in your life, you have something no 20-year-old can fake. Experience, pain, insight, scars, discipline. And most of all, you've run out of time to waste. This isn't some empty motivational speech. It's a call to arms, not to wage war on the world, but to claim your final form. While the world worships youth, Stoicism teaches something deeper. The older you get, the more unshakable you must become. So let's break that down. No robes, no fluff, no theory. Just real-world wisdom for men who refuse to fade quietly. 1. The power of stillness. Why older men hold the real leverage. Young men chase everything: money, status, women, validation. It's not ambition, it's chaos. But a seasoned man? He moves differently. He learns the art of stillness. Stillness isn't weakness, it's power under control. It's knowing that 90% of what people chase is meaningless, and the other 10% can't be bought. Stillness means no longer wasting energy on fixing others, chasing applause, or being liked. It's the shift from reaction to presence. Ever seen an old lion? He doesn't chase. He waits. Because he knows exactly when to strike and when to stay silent. That's your power now. You don't need to be loud. You need to stand like a man who stared down death and didn't blink. Stillness becomes gravity. It draws others in. Women feel it. Men respect it. 2. Unapologetic masculinity. Why the world needs your presence. Exactly as it is, at some point, every man faces a choice. Shrink to fit the world's softness, or become a mountain others learn to walk around. This culture wants older men to apologize. For being strong, for being direct, for having standards, for not flinching at every emotional breeze. Ignore that noise. You don't owe anyone an apology for being a man. You don't need to dim your light so others feel comfortable. Your strength, your stillness, your too much energy. It's exactly what a drifting world needs. Take up space. Sit wide. Speak slow. Hold eye contact. Not to dominate, but to exist without shrinking. You're not toxic. You're masculine. And today, that's rare, which makes it valuable. 3. Reclaiming discipline, how the second half becomes your prime. They say men peak in their 30s. That's a lie. Men peak the moment they master themselves. Your 50s, 60s, even 70s can be your strongest chapter. If you decide to make it so. You're still in your prime, if you choose to reclaim it. Discipline isn't about rigid routines or military schedules. It's about self-respect. It's about owning your life. Get up, move your body, eat like your future depends on it, because it does. Stop outsourcing your focus to the news or numbing yourself with cheap dopamine. Start your mornings with stillness, a journal, a walk, a cold shower, not because it's trendy, but because your time is now your most valuable currency. Want vitality back? Train your body. Want mental clarity? Stop consuming garbage and start building your inner cathedral. Because the older you get, the more your actions echo. You're not just living, you're leaving a blueprint. Make it a strong one. On women. Stop chasing. Start attracting. You'll notice this after 50. The chase gets tired. The games lose their shine. You're no longer trying to impress. You want to be met. Here's the paradox. The moment you stop chasing women is the moment you start attracting them. Not the shallow ones, not the ones chasing status, but the rare woman who sees your quiet power and leans in. This only happens when you stop living externally. when you become whole without needing validation, when you own the man you are, greys, wisdom, scars, and all. Speak from the chest, not the throat. Walk like you're already enough, because you are. You're not invisible, you're just finally seeing clearly. Legacy mode. Activated. It's time to become the man they talk about when you're gone. Not for titles or paychecks, but for who you were when no one was watching. This isn't the end. This is the chapter where everything matters. How you speak, how you lead, how you guide younger men, what you protect, what you tolerate, who you become. Your legacy isn't carved in stone. It's etched in others by how they change because they knew you. So live like the man they'll quote at your funeral. Be the one who showed others how to be a man. You're not past your prime. You're in the age of power, where calm cuts deeper than noise, where presence is more potent than performance, but only if you step back into it. If this stirred something in you, if it reminded you of a strength you forgot you had, type "I'm not done" in the comments. Let's reignite the fire in this generation of men. We don't need more noise. We need men who walk with purpose, speak with weight, and live with legacy. Subscribe if you're done being underestimated. And remember, age doesn't weaken you, it sharpens you.